Hi guys, it's Nerf here today, and what we're doing is answering a question really. What provides the biggest range / power increase? A spring addition or a spring replacement? Now, this is an old Rampage spring, the stock Rampage. It's not an aftermarket part, it's one that originally came in the gun. And this is a 6 or 5 kilogram orange bomb box spring that came with my Raider Massacre kit. I'm just temporarily borrowing this spring. It'll go back in my Raider as soon as I'm finished. And this is my modified Recon with the 3D printed parts that I printed out myself. I got these off Thingiverse, I think. Yeah. And you just type in Nerf sites or Nerf, and it will come up with these funny looking sites, but they're pretty cool. And yeah, and there's also a Hammershot spring spacer, so rather than putting Teflon tape or electrical tape where the spring goes to try and get some more compression out of it, you can just 3D print that, and it's pretty cool. At the minute I have the stock spring in here, and what we'll do is we'll test it out with the stock spring. Then what we'll do is we shall move on to the spring addition, and then the spring replacement. Now, if I just go fetch a 6-dart mag, then I'll have some elite darts, some green elite darts, and some green elite darts with sort of like writing on them. So I'll go grab that and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now I have a magazine full of zombie strike darts, and I've got some ones for the other tests. So what I'm going to do is I'm just put it on, attach my camera, so it wants to clip on. I haven't used this camera mount in ages. Oh, there we are. And I'm just going to fire 6 dots flat. All 6 flat. No 3 angled, 3 flat, just 6 dots flat. Okay, so that's all 6. I just break off some and go have a look. So our first one landed, where is it? Just there. I used my sight as my pointer. First one landed there, and we were back there. There's our second one. Second one, yeah, I think that's our second sort of like lowest was there. No, sorry, actually it was that one. Then our third, and our fourth, our fifth, and our farthest flying one, 6th one just here. And we were firing dead straight back to there, so some of them, that one was fairly accurate, but they're all weaving a bit over the place. But to be fair, there was a bit of wind. So I'll go, I'll do the spring addition, which is fucking balance it. You just take it off. You have to kind of cut down your stock plate kind of area, then you just put one in. And I got my Super Soaker stock, and you just put it over, and it fits perfectly. And it is significantly harder to prime, so you kind of will need the trigger lock, just so you don't dry fire. So loading up 6 elite darts now. Not sure how these are gonna withstand with all the extra power. Just gonna catch it back on, and we'll fire 6 flat again. And that was our last one. So if we just leave that there, go check the results. So remember, there was our first dart with just the stock spring, and our first dart was here, just behind the 5th dart there. It's either elite dart and the zombie strike one. That was our 5th that was the 2nd furthest. This was the lowest of the additional spring. Then our next one is up here, kind of next to the 6th one, you can see. So like the 6th dart, so like you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like the furthest away. Then our next few are up here. Up here, quite a few of them actually hit that kind of bedding area. Then we had one that flew all the way over here, which was quite cool. And I'm not sure if one went in this bush. I don't know. I don't think it did. Anyway, I guess I will go back. I will change out the spring to the Orange Moldworks 6kg spring, and we will test it once again. Okay, so guys, I haven't quite replaced the spring just yet, but what I wanted to show you is the difference in the springs. You can see here the just put the other one down. You can see here the stock spring is quite easy to compress, and you can see the wire is quite thin. And compared to this wire, the Orange Moldworks is really kind of tough to compress compared to the stock spring, and it's a lot thicker. The gauge of wire is I'll just take this off. You can see the gauge of wire is a bit thicker. But anyway, yeah. I'll replace the spring and I shall be back in a moment. Okay, so now we have the Orange Moldworks spring in. We have some Zombie Strike darts loaded in my magazine, and now we're going to be firing them. Something to note is it's a lot, I don't know, it's a lot of a smoother prime compared to the Spring Edition, but it doesn't feel as weighty, it doesn't feel as hard to pull back. So we'll give this a try. We're going to fire 6 flat. Fired a dry fire. Okay, so that was all 6 shots. They didn't seem to, some of them seemed to dive a bit, but yeah, noticeably stronger than the other spring. Yeah, our first one is over here, by the, if we count that as first, second, third, fourth, it's over by our third one. And our next one is over here. Then we have another one here, and here, and there, and the last one is there. Yeah. So, according to my non-scientific test that I've just done, apparently Spring Edition is better in a recon, but I would say the spring replacement was better because it wielded a greater range increase over the stock spring. Well, not a greater, but it had big B, very big, like massive kind of big. Sorry about that. It had quite a big increase over the stock spring, but it wasn't quite as much of an increase as the spring edition, but it was a lot smoother, it was a lot nicer, and it was generally just better. So it kind of gave you the best of both worlds, because the stock spring is nice to sort of like, it's smoother to prime, and it's, I don't know what's the word, it's quite soft. But the spring edition is quite tough to prime, and it's quite clunky, and it's quite not nice. Sorry, I'm just picking up the darts. And the spring replacement was just the best combination of both, because it was smooth and it was powerful. It wasn't clunky and it wasn't all squashy, so it wasn't as soft of a prime. And yeah, so overall, if I was you, go over to Orange Mod Works, buy one of their if you have an N-Strike gun, go buy one of their 6kg N-Strike aftermarket springs. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to do some more kind of similar videos, just let me know in the comments below, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.